Hey guys, back with another video on You're Not Alone. Please like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me to get on the algorithm. And in today's video, I'm going to be vulnerable with you guys, let you guys know that I really can't talk to most people. It's been like that for a majority of my life, but ever since my awakening, it's just gotten way worse. And the thing with me is I always want to be able to have real conversations with people. Anyone I connect with, I want to be able to know your fears, your passions, career goals, like your struggles and like all these different type of things. And I'm a type of person, like I love working on myself, and because I work on myself, I don't really have much insecurities. Like, of course, everyone has things that they're working through, things that they're trying to process. And yeah, I do struggle with some things. Like I do have some mental battles some days, but I don't let these conversations I ever have like scare me to go deeper, if that makes sense. A lot of people I talk to nowadays, if I'm not careful with what I say, they get super triggered, they get insecure. And if I'm dealing with narcissists, because they think that I am talking a way to make them feel small, they try to pound me down to make themselves feel bigger in a sense. And I see all the games, I know what people are doing, and I refuse to play these games. All I want is just to connect with people. And this is not to say that it's everybody. I don't want to overgeneralize, but it's a big percentage of the world. Every time I talk and I let my guard down for a second and I try to be my authentic self and have a real conversation, that person pulls back immediately, like, whoa, like what is going on? So what I've had to do is train myself to just have these surface level conversations. And man, it's extremely not difficult because I've kind of mastered it, but it's just excruciating. Like I look sometimes at what people are talking about, like, hey, how's the weather? Did you see the game? Did you do this? Did you do that? And I'm just like, what are we talking about? And I'm laughing right now because I'm sounding like Jaden Smith in that one video of like, can we talk about the economic state of the world? I don't try to like, I'm not trying to sound like that, but it's to this fact. I get that all types of conversations needs to happen, but if I can't talk to you about anything real, it's like, how can I really connect with you? You get me? And it really does come across to some people that I probably think I'm better than them because of the way that I talk and the way I carry myself. But I try to let everyone know that I can learn from anybody. You get me? So whatever you have to say to me, I know how to reframe it in a way where you feel validated for telling me that. And I actually do get value because I don't know it all. So the people I talk to, sometimes they do shift my perspective, and I really do enjoy that conversation. Even if that person probably thought that I don't know what I'm talking about, I encourage those people to have those type of conversations because I like am just something that's just something I want to have with people. And a lot of people can't do it. And also too, sometimes I do get that probably I'm talking about things that people have no idea about. And I get that. My mind be going to like some deep places sometimes. But my frustration comes from when anything someone talks to me about, even if I don't really know much about it or the topic, I know how to make that person feel validated for telling me what they're talking about. I know ways to ask questions to make them go deeper about that particular subject. I hate when someone talks about something and then someone shrugs them off. I don't know if you guys have ever dealt with a conversational narcissist, but how they conversate, if the conversation isn't always on them, in their mind, they're thinking about, why are we talking about this? And subconsciously, not everyone's conscious of this, but they know how to shift the conversation just to bring it right back onto them. I hate that. I hate seeing that happen to other people. Me, I'm kind of aware why people do it. So me, I don't get as bothered by it. But if someone's ever talking to me about something that I probably don't know about, I know how to ask follow-up questions. And I know how to make that person feel that whatever they were talking about was cool. But when I get to talking about anything, when I go probably deep or something that they don't know about, I immediately see that the interest in their face leaves. And I guess the nice people, they would just be like, yeah, 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 but still not really being really engaged or really interested, if that makes sense. It's just a constant struggle I deal with on a day-to-day basis, and it makes being in public and work environments extremely draining for me because a lot of these conversations that I want to have, it's like I don't want to have them. You get me? And me being myself just makes people uncomfortable. You got to realize a large percentage of the world is still kind of asleep, and we're dealing with a lot of like bots out here. So anytime you say something that's not going with the programming that they have, immediately something alerts off in their mind. Alert, alert, alert. This person isn't like us. And because people don't like what they don't understand, they start villainizing those types of people. And I hate that to my core because I feel like I'm a good person. I feel like I just want to go out into the world and put out positive energy out there. You get me? But because a lot of people aren't used to that type of energy, they will villainize you. I be thinking I'm like a good person, trapped. Like I always joke about this. I always call myself like an angel born in hell. Dragon Ball Z reference for anyone that gets that. But that's exactly what it feels like. I feel like I am this good person that constantly has to ward off all these little evil attacks. But that's how I view it in my mind. But if you are moving like this authentic person that's questioning everything, that wants to have deep conversations, if the roles are reversed, those people are looking at me like I'm the evil one. I'm the bad one because I'm not fitting the narrative that everyone else is in, if that makes sense. And that's just how it was with my family growing up as well. Like I've had some narcissistic parents, and because like I was, I guess, the truth seeker, I was the good person that always wanted to question things, I got labeled a black sheep, and I didn't know what I was doing wrong, honestly. I was just trying to be my authentic self. But you guys are going to realize being authentic out in this world that we live in a world that's built off of narcissists, that's built off of sociopaths, you will get villainized, you will get demonized. What happened to God? He was one of like the most perfect beings in the world, and what did they do to him? And that's pretty much what the road you're gonna go down if you stay on this righteous and like this Christ-like path. You get me? And that's just the struggles I faced on a day-to-day basis. I want to be able to connect with everybody. I want to make sure everyone's just having a good time. But you got to realize spiritual warfare is a real thing. And just by you being yourself, the demons within them, they feel the presence that's within you. And that's why you get attacked and all these different things. So, of course, I'm going to be on guard when I go out into public because I don't want to just try to have like a normal conversation with somebody. And now because I just was my authentic self, now I'm getting targeted. Now because they see I have kindness, now like all these little shit tests starts happening, these power games start happening, and you're gonna realize with some people too, yeah, it's all a power thing. Some people are viewing everyone's life as like a social hierarchy, and I guess when you start coming across like as a nice and kind person, they're like, oh, I can bully this person because I am on top. And like I said, I see the games and I refuse to participate in it. And the sad part about it is, if I did participate in it, I can beat a large percentage of people out there. You get me? Because the person that barks the loudest, they're normally the person that's the most scared. And anytime like I saw someone do these little power games on me and then I tried to challenge them, they back down immediately. But I just hate that we live in a society where we have to do that. You get me? I just want to go into a world, have regular conversations with people, and that be that. But now every time I go out into the world, I don't know what kind of trauma that person has. I don't know their views on the world, how their childhood was. And that's a scary thing. Most people scare me. I'm not even going to lie, especially in this day and age, because a lot of people aren't really moving with morals now these days. A lot of people, like, because someone probably traumatized them, they're like, let me put that trauma and pain onto someone else. Energy is real, guys. If you don't find a way to positively use that energy, it's going to manifest into something sinister. You either become a narcissist or you become a sadist, someone that likes to hurt other people. And think about this. There's like, I'm only touching the surface of this. There's so many different people out, so many different types of people out there, so many different types of people I haven't even met yet. So why would I go out into the world and just be comfortable with just talking and being my authentic self? And that's why I can't talk to most people. And it's super isolating. It's super lonely. But I recognize that this is the path I chose, and I'm going to stand 10 toes on this decision. Because to be great, you're going to have to be by yourself. A lot of people out here just aren't it. And I do recognize that the longer I stay on this path, more like-minded people are going to come into my life, and the conversations are going to be a whole lot easier. But if you guys are in the beginning steps of your growth journey, it is going to be lonely. It is going to be isolating. And you are going to get to a point in your life where you feel like you can't talk to people. And when you do try to grow as a person and then you try to talk to your friends too about the things that you're knowing, those friends will turn on you. because you're kind of like just shifting the norm of that friendship group. They're used to you acting and moving a certain way. So when you start helping on self-improvement, when you start trying to like raise your vibration, now your friends are looking at you like, who does he think he is? Because subconsciously you're insulting them, because you're showing them that they can do things and that they have the potential to do something, but you're not. You get me? So me moving through society has been super weird and super lonely and isolating. Like I just have to constantly be on guard. I have to like constantly think, okay, what is this person trying to get out of me? And I hate that as well too, because not everyone is like that. And when an actual genuine person comes into my life, it's now I'm thinking like, whoa, okay, who sent you? Is this real? Like, are you gonna switch up on me? So just know you guys aren't alone if anyone else is feeling like that. But just work on perfecting the surface level talks, and recognize that you can find like-minded people out there, whether it be on YouTube, TikTok lives, or finding groups in public. But just know for a majority of people that you talk to out there, it's just not going to be it, and it's going to be hard to talk to them. But yeah, guys, if you found any value in this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.